Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 7th race of the season of the SARS Tour. Oh man, after this, there's only 3 more races to go. Let's see how this one goes. 33 cars out for this one, 40 laps at the Monster Mile. And quite a few stories to talk about, because man, there was a lot that went down after Bristol. I'm surprised it didn't fall apart after Charlotte. You know what happened there. Sean Swab Jr., brand new guy, he from St. Louis, Missouri, subbing for Landon Taylor. Really more than that as the race progresses, but yeah, Landon Taylor got kicked out, or not kicked out, but I don't know. I think he's done for the season either through injury or whatever. There's a guy named John Zena. More on that in a minute. He's replacing Jonathan Denmark in the 63 car. Then we have Josh Lee. That's right, the man who started it all, or the one who was in the start of it all, and was the very first Iron World Series champion. Driving in for Kevin Jones, who was scheduled for this race, but still hurt from Charlotte. So Josh Lee taking over for this race and maybe the next one. Hasn't been determined yet, but here's another story. So basically, Jonathan Denmark retired effectively immediately after what happened at Bristol, with Denmark Enterprises being bought out by some Chinese Communist Party, and some guy named John Zena announced as a new driver. No Gear Motorsports, I'll probably explain that more, but No Gear Motorsports is switching over to Dodge. And yeah, there's Joshua Barkley on pole. I haven't really mentioned his name a lot. Xander Jeffrey third. The 06 Sean Swab Jr. starting out second. So he's already making an excellent start here in his debut. So would you look at that? Kana Lemon 15th. 16th is Carl Horsevar, who basically dropped down 4 spots. He went from points lead to 5th in points after finishing dead last at Bristol. Hopefully things change here. Jimmy Jim, who won the Bristol race, it was an amazing story for that team, starting 19th, and Sasha Bright starting dead last. Not much new there for Sasha Bright. And yep, there's your point standings. Like I said before, Carl Horsevar went from 1st to 5th in one go because he finished dead last at Bristol. Hopefully things can change from today. We'll have to wait and see, because after all, it is the Monster Mile. Let's get into it. Alright, here we go for the start of the race. Joshua Barkley on pole for Car X Motorsports. He's honestly had a rough time. Like I said, I mentioned his teammate Daniel Lyons more than Joshua Barkley. And what's the start like? Actually, pretty decent start. Xander Jeffrey getting by Sean Swab Jr. So the outside's not working for Sean so far. But, you know, there's still a lot of time left in the race. Halfway point is going to be lap 20, by the way. Forgot to mention that. It's pretty obvious, though, if you know your math. As they cross the line. Oh my gosh, someone crashed already. Who is that? I can't see who that is. Yep, that's Adam Irwin in the 19 car. Oh no, that's not ideal. That is not ideal. Dang nose. That is not ideal. I think some guys are still trying to trying to race back. Yep, there they are. There's like the top 5, I think. Top 5-ish. Top 10, actually. There's David Jones. Now they're starting to settle down a bit. Oh my gosh, Will Young, what is he doing? Will Young just cleared himself in front of David Jones. I don't even know how he managed that. Dude, Will Young has been a menace all season long. This race just started, and like it seemed like he was up front for once. Like I said, he was like running top 10 in the Tinder Chevrolet. Never thought I'd say that again. And oh no, Himigari got into him. Not quite sure whose fault that was. I don't know if she was too aggressive or he just basically forced a check up for something. And then here's what happened. Once they finished the race back, I mean, Xander went down a little bit, but like, Will Young, I don't know why he went up on Jones like that. Like, you were not clear, Will. Let's see. Yeah, Will, oh man, a bit of Xander Jeffrey, but yeah, Will went up. Like, what the what? Hopefully these guys are still in the race, especially in David Jones' case. He just got the points lead. Oh, on to the restart. Alright, here we are for the restart here. Lap 8. Joshua Barkley is their leader on the restart. Sean Swab Jr. somehow found a way at second again. I think a few guys pitted. Either that or he just missed Sean Swab Jr. getting second again. I don't know. Because we didn't see the race back. Looking at here, Laura DeFayette running third right now. Things are going good for her so far. Those skid marks, man. Like, I can't believe we're already getting that 8 laps into the race. Colt Williamson Jr. Oh, a bit too aggressive with Josh Lee. Almost sent him around. Almost similar to what happened to Adam Irwin just a few laps ago. Okay, at least they kept it cool, though. But Colt Williamson, this guy, his season, been a bit kind of strange. He had a obscure DNF last race. It really sucks to see because that team was finally getting somewhere. Especially, oh man, really aggressive on Josh Lee, but to be fair, I don't think that one was his fault. Taylor Lay is all over the back of Williamson there. Now Josh Lee, okay, finally got some space. Kenichi Tanabe, there's smoke going on. What is going on? Oh no, there was a crash. Gigi Marlin looks like with some damage. Oh yeah, caution's out. Caution is out. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Wow, as things were getting going. And, oh, no, is that Leanna DeFayette in the 99? It is. Big hood damage. Oh, that is not ideal. Now, might as well, maybe, should I wait till later on in the race? I might as well bring it up now, but I'm not sure how a top 25 rule will work for her, for the people who have been joining in late, subbing for guys for the rest of the season, because that's been happening a lot. There's Michael Taylor, by the way. That's not going to help him in points. There's been quite a few shakeups in terms of drivers taking over for the rest of the season. Oh, Zach Miller and Daniel. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Irwin smashed into him. Multiple cars involved. Javon American got a piece of it. Doesn't look like much damage on Javon, but knowing his luck, that might be it for him. What the what? Oh my, yeah, just smashing him, nowhere to go. Miles Trower barely got by, but he still hit the inside wall fairly hard. Another look at it. Yeah, like, oh, Miller was all over Lyons, and then boom, into Sarah Taylor. Oh my, Brad Pitt got a small piece of it. Brad Pitt still can't catch a break. I know it doesn't look like much, but still. Just like Javon American, you never know what damage just occurred there. View of it from up top. Oh my gosh, that was just brutal. About 6-7 cars in there. 7-8 so cars. Michael Taylor. Let's see. Yeah, there was just nowhere for him to go in that angle. That's just rough, man. That's unfortunate. Real unfortunate. Alright, here we go for a restart. Your new leader is Laura DeFayette. And I'm not sure. Yeah, so Barkley, I guess, got passed up during all that chaos. So, Laura DeFayette. Now, up front, top 3's pretty much swapped around from the last restart. So, see how Laura DeFayette does. As honestly, I think her taking time off has somewhat helped her. I feel like I've seen her more up front. Unless that's just my brain messing with me. I don't know. And Sean Swap Jr. getting help for, oh my, maybe too much help from Joshua Barkley. That almost ended bad. Oh man, like they get such a powerful run out of turns 2 and 4. And my goodness, that was dang near dangerous. There's Mitchell Hodak, who's man, actually doing pretty well right in the points. I feel like I don't talk about him enough. I thought he was about to smack the wall there. That seemed pretty close. Really aggressive. And they're just deeper in the field. Oh, man. Yeah, DeFayette, man. She lost a lot of ground there. She's still in the lead pack, though. Somehow they split up into packs. I don't know how they managed that at Dover, of all places. But, hey, things happen. And they're sort of stuck in the main pack. Mitchell Hodak's getting shuffled out, though. He's starting to... Uh-oh. If Hodak... Looks like if he get a run going, he's somewhat like... Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's caught back up to the main pack. Which I think basically has Colt Williamson at the rear now. Connor Lemon at 57 is trying to approach them pretty quickly. There's Laura DeFayette. My goodness. And she is, well, 29th in points. And it really sucks because, like, her season had been kind of rough. And it didn't help that she missed the Charlotte race. Like, missing one race. Like, just looking at where Steven Juarez fell in the standings after Bristol. Missing one race will cause you to lose so many positions. That's how close the points have been all season. And, oh, man, Daniel Lyons with rear damage? Oh, gee. Oh, no! What in the world? Xander Jeffrey. He was, like, I think 5th or 6th in the standings. He did not need that. Oh no, Mouse Trower. Oh no, Leon the Fayette. Whoa! Will Young, what the what? Will Young gets into him. Are you kidding? Oh no, Kenichi Tanabe got him as well. They were just these guys. What the what? I don't even know where to start on this. Okay, so let me elaborate. There's Kyle Larson, oh man. He was actually doing. Actually, he was 10. Yeah, he was like running top 10. Gosh darn, he was 6 on the race back. We need to see replay. Okay. Oh my god, alignment got into Xander. Slides up the track and 63 barely got by. And Mousetrapper wasn't as lucky. That was. Oh my gosh, that was chaotic. Another look at it here. Yeah, I don't even know what happened. Cannon Lemon, probably the same thing I mentioned earlier. And 63 got by. Oh my gosh, that could have been bad. I mean, it was still bad for Miles Trower, but still. And Leon DeFayette going into it, getting down. Oh my gosh, just slams into the back of Trower. So that's how she's sitting there. And then, geez, Gigi Marlin down there. I guess, what can break it time? And Will Young, I don't even know. That's a straight arc of breaks from Will Young. Kenichi Tanabe, his teammate, smashes right into him. Bear in mind, those guys, yeah, these guys just finished doing their race back to the line. What the what? That's the most ridiculous thing I've seen yet. Oh my gosh. I don't even, okay, so, oh man, I don't know what to say about that. Joshua Barkley's your leader, and a bunch of guys are in front of him for, I guess it has to do with pit cycles, I don't know. So this is actually like 4 lap cars lined up right in front of the actual leader, Joshua Barkley, so that's interesting. And basically, yeah, wait, lap 24, what the what? Okay. So basically, whoever top 5 hits at the end of this lap gets the 5, or, you see how, like, who gets the point bonuses. The top 5 at the end of this lap. I can't speak. My words are jumbled up. I'm still can't get over the ridiculousness of that last caution. Kenichi Tanabe just arca breaks into his own teammate on the race back. Josh Lee gets 3 points, so props to him. Taylor Lace, 2 points. Laura DeFayette managed to get back up to 5th. We're getting 1 point, which, honestly, oh my gosh. Is there another caution? And, oh my, that's Johnny Johnson, 3rd. At least he's staying out of the way. But, oh my gosh, man. What happened now? I don't even know what happened now. And oh shoot, is that Harrison Fox? Oh, it is! Oh my gosh, you do not want to return like that, man. Especially when things like before his injury, man, like went out strong. I don't even, okay, replay on what happened. I don't know why I froze up. John Cena, and just, oh geez, down on Colt Williamson, and oh my goodness! What just happened? I'm sorry, what on earth? Okay, the 63 for SARS is really slow. That's what, oh my goodness, just went soaring over Colt Williamson. Johnny Johnster piled in about 6 or 8 cars, like, yeah, 63 is just off pace, essentially. Oh my goodness, Johnny Johnster nowhere to go. Himigari just slips by. At least she managed to slip by. Daniel Lyons, man, can't catch oh my goodness. That is a crazy shot. What is this race this race is out of control, man. The 63 just off pace, and oh my goodness. That is crazy. Alright, so oh my gosh, so that's a really rough break for these guys. Zach Miller apparently out from one of the other cautions. I guess I missed that. Jimmy Jim, I guess, got too much damage from from getting a piece of Xander Jeffrey earlier. Because I don't know what else he hit. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. 63 is out. And honestly, the thing about 63, I just realized Josh Lee's in the lead. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that. So, dudes, actually, yeah, I don't know, like, essentially a 63 man, like that car, like, and from what I heard, like they're gonna switch up the paint scheme, but the thing is, it was disapproved. But he might be allowed to do it for next season if he's allowed to. Again, the rules on that are a bit murky. And looking at here, Sasha Bright, Looks like something's going right for her. She's up to the top 10 now, at least 8th, according to the leaderboard. And my goodness, there's Brad Pitt, which I'm surprised he's still here, given that he got a small piece of one of the big crashes earlier on. I thought he'd be out just like Javon American. Yeah, Javon American is out from whatever damage he got from that pileup out of turn 2. I swear they found a way to wreck on every part of the track at some point, except maybe turn 3. And I probably shouldn't have said it out loud, because now they're going to try and do it, I swear. The racing guys are going to try. They're going to try. And there's the Project 1 car. Ida Carlisle, which I forgot to mention her all race. I don't know whose fault that is in the booth. They should have mentioned that. But Ida Carlisle has ran full-time for 1 season in the Iron Warrior Series. I think it was season 3. And managed to win a race there. Near the end, she wasn't a contender at all. Like, she had a rough season in season 3 of the Iron Warrior Series. But she managed to get a win out of it. So it was a complete failure. And before the sanctioning body basically went bust, she was planned to, I think she planned to scale back in the series to begin with. So, there's that. And Sean Schwab Jr. getting by in that sponsorless 4, getting by the No Gear Motorsports Josh Lee. My goodness, Josh Lee, man, like, dude's had a great day. Oh, geez, and well, he managed to get some he managed to get some halfway points for himself. And like I said, like, it's unclear what's gonna happen with. Oh my gosh, they're getting. Oh, geez, she's going up into him. That's a bad idea. Taylor's up there. Oh my. Starting to get a bit more racy with a few laps to go, which I don't blame them. These guys, like all these guys, except for Carl Horsevar. Wait, Carl Horsevar? Where did Carl come from? I haven't talked about him all race. Well, except for the start. And there's Joshua Barkley, man. Like, dude's like back to 3rd, so at least like, you know, not a complete bust for him. He's able to come back. And now with 2 laps to go now, Carl Horsevar finishing dead last in back in the last race at Bristol. Hopefully, is he gonna go for the win? He is really close. They just still might be a shot, but he's gotta get a move on. Joshua Barkley is getting on his inside though. Can't seem to make a stick. Going on the final lap. Sean Schwab Jr. There's a chance he might win in his debut for All-American Racing, or maybe not. Carl Horsevar is right under him. Out of 2. Seems like, oh, got the edge. Never mind. No, he doesn't. Carl Horsevar gets up around him. What? He actually managed to do it. Joshua Barkley getting by Sean Schwab Jr. just like that. Carl Horsevar finally wins a race in the SARS Tour. Man, this feels like a long time coming. This guy has had so many instances of being like in the top 5. Like, dude ran strong pretty much all season. Finally culminates in a victory of some kind. Or basically a straight up victory. I don't even mean some kind. It's a straight up victory. That is wow. And Carl really had to fight for this one because he was nowhere in the top 10 for majority of the race. So at least, or just didn't have the presence. My goodness, but he was able, like, with all those crashes, managed to find his way up front and just get by these guys one by one. And Taylor Lay, by the way, shout out Taylor Lay, who's going to go part-time for season 2. I forgot to mention that in the stories earlier. Taylor Lay finishing 4th. Finally, a good day for that guy because he's been pretty frustrated with his runs. Anyway, let's get to the results. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here are the results for this race. This was quite a race, even though a few guys are probably frustrated with all the wrecks, but it is what it is. That just happens. And yet, only 14 cars finished this race. Connor Lemon out for a header. I don't even... What? Marlon Harris, I didn't even know he was in any crashes. But Sasuke Himigari at least finished 7th. Louis DeFay 6th. And then the rest of the strip DNFs. This is rough. This is probably the most crash-prone, crash per capita, I think it's called. Basically, this has to be the most DNFs in the series so far. That is madness. Absolute madness. Like, my goodness. Another crushing blow for Adam Irwin, by the way, who I have to mention once again, won the very first race in the SARS Tour. David Jones there with points leader. Carl Horsevar got back up to 2nd in points though, so at least there's that. 1 point behind David Jones. Marlon Harris, 7 points back. Like, it's really close between these guys with 3 races left on the schedule. Man, how many championship contenders are there going to be? We have to, who knows? Miles Trauerfeld on the 17th because he's been, man, things have not gone his way lately. Joshua Barkley up 21st. Harrison Fox 24th. Stephen Wars 25th. Kenichi Tanabe. Marcus DeJesus out for the rest of the season, so that's free spots for Jamin American when you think about it. Now I just realized, with a bunch of these guys being done for the rest of the season or whatever, all these injuries, that means free spots for Jamin American, but he's got to just get some sort of top 20 finish going for him to be safe, essentially. Because all the other guys have been subbing. There's no way to get past Jamin American unless things really get that bad for the 38 car and that tank engine machine. But anyway, next race is going to be at Winchester. Yeah, that's right, another short track, but more obscure. But for now, that is it for me, and well, thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.